Hello, welcome to Levant TV headlines. Syria's military has downed a US drone in the country's west, which military sources say was snooping in an area where Islamic State jihadists are not present. At least 12 people have been killed in a truck bombing attack in the Iraqi city of Basra, and at least 42 others sustained injuries. And Palestinians slammed Israelis for voting for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's right-wing Likud party, saying they had chosen occupation and settlement building over peace talks. Gunmen on a motorbike have shot dead top official of the Houthi militia al-Khiwani in the Yemeni capital Sana'a. And a Libyan official says fighting between Islamic State militants and forces loyal to the government based in the country's capital Tripoli has killed 10 troops. And now top headlines from newspapers in the Middle East. Starting from Egypt, The Independent, which leads reporting that the US has charged veteran US Air Force Tyrod Nathan Webster Pugh with the attempt to join and provide material support to the Islamic State group in Syria after being fired from his work as an airplane mechanic based in the Middle East earlier this year. The paper also reports that 2 monks were injured in a fight on Monday due to a disagreement over the Macarius monastery in Wadi Rayan. From the Lebanon, the Daily Star leads reporting that Defense Minister Samir Mukbel says he would extend the tenure of Lebanese Army Intelligence Chief Brigadier General Edmond Fadel despite disapproval by some political leaders. The paper also reports that 3 Iraqis have been killed after a booby-trapped truck exploded in Iraq near the border with Kuwait. From the United Arab Emirates, the Khalij Times leads reporting that top executives of US airlines and their Middle East competitors clashed in Washington over whether open skies deals are fair, and each side ramped up efforts to sway US regulators at a high-profile forum. The paper also reports that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made a list-ditch appeal to hardliners as the country went to the polls in a tight parliamentary election, saying that high Arab voter turnout was endangering his right-wing party's dominance. And now papers here in the UK. The Independent leads Middle East news section reporting that US President Barack Obama has placed the blame for the swift rise of the ISIS at George W. Bush's feet by suggesting its growth was an unintended consequence of the US invasion of Iraq. The US President made the comments as he spoke with Vice News about a number of issues currently affecting America. And in the Telegraph, a report that Benjamin Netanyahu was celebrating a surprise electoral landslide after results from Israel's general election showed his Likud party scoring a decisive win over center-left opponents. With most of the votes from Tuesday's poll counted, Likud was projected to win up to 30 seats in the 120-member Knesset. Israel's parliament compared with 24 for the Zionist Union, fronted by the Labour leader Isaac Herzog. And The Guardian reports that the United States lost contact with an unarmed Predator drone over Syria on Tuesday. US officials said, stopping short of confirming the plane was taken down by Syrian air defenses, as reported by Syrian state media. It was the first such incident since the US-led coalition began carrying out airstrikes against the hardline militant Islamic State group in Iraq and Syria last summer. And now international papers. China's Global Times reports that Syrian troops have fully recaptured a contested town in northern province of Aleppo, dislodging the al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front and like-minded groups from the strategic point. The strategic town of Handarat was captured after the Syrian troops eliminated the last remnants of the terrorist groups. And finally, the International New York Times reports a new Human Rights Watch report saying that Iraqi militias and security forces destroyed and looted the property of displaced Sunni civilians after reclaiming the town of Amirli from Islamic State militants last year. The report cited 24 witnesses, including local sheikhs and Kurdish Peshmerga fighters, as well as evidence from videos, satellites, images, and field visits. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit Levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, and bye for now.